Hello, English learners. Welcome back to the Easy English Guide. I hope you're doing great, and thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. Today, we're going to describe our yesterday. Many English learners get confused when talking about the past. In this video, we'll shadow sentences all about yesterday. Each sentence is repeated twice, and I'll give you time to repeat, so you can shadow comfortably. After this practice, you will speak English more naturally and more confidently. You will stop translating in your head and start forming sentences automatically. Your pronunciation will become clearer, and your rhythm will sound more real. You will learn how to describe your day smoothly, without getting stuck. Just listen first, then repeat with me, sentence by sentence. This practice is designed to improve how you speak, not just how you know English. All right, are you ready to shadow with me? Let's begin. I woke up yesterday feeling a little tired. I woke up yesterday feeling a little tired. The sunlight was streaming softly through my window. The sunlight was streaming softly through my window. I stayed in bed for a moment, just listening to the birds outside. I stayed in bed for a moment, just listening to the birds outside. I thought about the day ahead and smiled quietly to myself. I thought about the day ahead and smiled quietly to myself. Finally, I got out of bed and stretched my arms slowly. Finally, I got out of bed and stretched my arms slowly. I walked to the kitchen and made a cup of coffee. I walked to the kitchen and made a cup of coffee. The aroma of coffee made me feel instantly awake. The aroma of coffee made me feel instantly awake. I checked my phone and saw a message from my friend. I checked my phone and saw a message from my friend. It said they wanted to meet for a short walk later. It said they wanted to meet for a short walk later. I smiled and replied, "Sure, I'd love that." I smiled and replied, "Sure, I'd love that." I opened the window and felt the fresh morning air. I opened the window and felt the fresh morning air. The neighbor was walking their dog nearby. The neighbor was walking their dog nearby. The dog was playful, running happily around. The dog was playful, running happily around. I laughed quietly to myself, feeling calm. I laughed quietly to myself, feeling calm. I grabbed my jacket and prepared to leave. I grabbed my jacket and prepared to leave. The sky was partly cloudy but bright enough. The sky was partly cloudy but bright enough. I met my friend at the park nearby. I met my friend at the park nearby. We walked slowly, talking about our week. We walked slowly, talking about our week. She told me about her new job. She told me about her new job. I shared a story about my morning coffee. I shared a story about my morning coffee. We laughed about a funny video we both saw. We laughed about a funny video we both saw. Some children played with a ball nearby. Some children played with a ball nearby. The sound of their laughter made me smile. The sound of their laughter made me smile. A few people jogged past us quickly. A few people jogged past us quickly. We waved to an old friend sitting on a bench. We waved to an old friend sitting on a bench. The breeze was cool and refreshing. The breeze was cool and refreshing. I felt happy to just walk slowly and enjoy. I felt happy to just walk slowly and enjoy. After the park, we stopped at a small cafe. After the park, we stopped at a small cafe. I ordered a latte, and my friend chose tea. I ordered a latte, and my friend chose tea. The barista drew a heart in my latte foam. The barista drew a heart in my latte foam. I felt a warm sense of comfort. I felt a warm sense of comfort. We talked about books we were reading. We talked about books we were reading. She recommended one I might enjoy. She recommended one I might enjoy. I promised to check it out tonight. I promised to check it out tonight. We noticed a cat outside the window. We noticed a cat outside the window. It was sitting quietly, watching people pass. It was sitting quietly, watching people pass. The sun peeked through the clouds. The sun peeked through the clouds. I felt grateful for this peaceful moment. I felt grateful for this peaceful moment. After coffee, we said goodbye and walked home. After coffee, we said goodbye and walked home. The streets were quieter in the afternoon. The streets were quieter in the afternoon. I stopped at a small shop to buy bread. I stopped at a small shop to buy bread. The shopkeeper greeted me with a smile. The shopkeeper greeted me with a smile. We chatted briefly about the weather. We chatted briefly about the weather. I paid for my items and thanked him. I paid for my items and thanked him. At home, I put everything away carefully. At home, I put everything away carefully. Then I sat at my desk to check emails. Then I sat at my desk to check emails. A few were important, but most were routine. A few were important, but most were routine. I felt productive after handling them. I felt productive after handling them. I decided to make a light lunch. I decided to make a light lunch. I enjoyed a small salad with leftover chicken. I enjoyed a small salad with leftover chicken. In the afternoon, I read a few pages of a book. In the afternoon, I read a few pages of a book. Then I took a short nap on the sofa. Then I took a short nap on the sofa. The sunlight was warm on my face. The sunlight was warm on my face. I woke up feeling relaxed and calm. I woke up feeling relaxed and calm. Later, I called my sister for a quick chat. Later, I called my sister for a quick chat. We laughed about a silly story from the weekend. We laughed about a silly story from the weekend. It made me feel connected and happy. It made me feel connected and happy. As evening approached, I cooked a simple dinner. As evening approached, I cooked a simple dinner. I made myself a cup of chamomile tea. I made myself a cup of chamomile tea. I sat by the window and looked outside. I sat by the window and looked outside. The sky was turning soft shades of pink. The sky was turning soft shades of pink. I felt thankful for a simple day. I felt thankful for a simple day. I read a few more pages of my book. I read a few more pages of my book. My eyes grew heavy and I felt sleepy. My eyes grew heavy and I felt sleepy. I turned off the light and lay in bed. I turned off the light and lay in bed. Yesterday was simple, quiet, and real. Yesterday was simple, quiet, and real. But it was mine, and that made me happy. But it was mine, and that made me happy. Great job, English learners. You did wonderfully today. By practicing like this, you are training your voice. So English comes out naturally and confidently. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about speaking regularly and feeling comfortable. Try to reflect on your yesterday and describe it in English whenever you can. The more you practice, the easier it will become. Keep listening, keep shadowing, and keep speaking. Every day, you are improving. I believe in you. Thank you for practicing with me today. See you in the next session.